We're on your side with a giant spectacle in the sky. A geomagnetic storm created spectacular displays of the aurora borealis, or the northern lights, like this scene right here out of Colorado.
I mean, breathtaking, right? Yeah, right. But those scenes, which usually stay well north of us, have been popping up in our skies. In fact, here's a time lapse from Wilmington showing the lights over the battleship North Carolina last night. Some people also saw these scenes all the way here to Charlotte. So we're going to turn to meteorologist Rachel Coulter tonight, where we want to ask, hey, Rachel, incredible pictures we saw last night. Is it possible? Could it happen again here soon?
It is possible. We're watching it right now. I've been refreshing the Space Weather Prediction Center site every few minutes, it feels like, just to see how things are going, because we had a KP index that was so high enough that we were able to see the northern lights pretty far south into southern parts of the United States, and we're just not as high as we once were. We still do technically have that G4 or your geomagnetic storm watch for a G4 geomagnetic storm, which would allow for that major disturbance in Earth's magnetic field. You get really big impacts to satellite operations with the Space Weather Prediction Center's had to help to mitigate some of these ulterior impacts that can occur with these really strong storms. But the latest level I've been seeing is G1, G2 here over the past few years. I know it's not as high, so I'm hopeful, but this is where you have the best chance at seeing the northern lights. And I've been looking at some of the tower cameras in these spots. It looks beautiful there. To the north there, that most likely extent in green, certainly northern parts of the country, that forecast view line where you can look along the horizon, looking to the north away from city lights, likely just north of us. Now, could some of our long exposure cameras, your iPhones, if you put them in night mode, see some of that? That's a possibility. I'm eager, though. It looks like some of the really smart space weather meteorologists that are looking at this are starting to say, okay, maybe, just maybe, even within the past few minutes I've been watching this, maybe, just maybe, activity is going to be picking back up here shortly. This is a wait and see. Yeah. We're hopeful. I'm not super optimistic.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Fingers crossed the whole time. Now, you know, it's not often that we see the aurora here in North Carolina. So how often are geomagnetic storms this strong where we can see them?
It is really rare. In fact, in these solar cycles, I'll show you guys what we're looking at here. When you get a G4 storm and a KP index upwards of about 8, there's only 100 per cycle, which when you look at that number, it seems like a lot. But look at the top of your screen of the legend. One cycle is 11 years, so really only 100 times per 11 years. It's not all that common. To get an extreme G5 with a KP index of 9, there's typically only 4 every 11 years. So here's one of the views I'm looking at. This is from Ballantyne, looking north towards the skyline there of Charlotte. Not seeing anything here either, but we'll let you know if that changes. And if you get any good pictures, please pass them along. We'd love to see them.
I was thinking last night on social media, I didn't realize it was really going on, and all of a sudden I started thinking, I was like, oh shucks, I gotta get outside and check.
All the beautiful pictures,
Yeah, it was gone, unfortunately, by the time I peeked outside, but maybe tonight, fingers crossed. Rachel, thank you.
Of course.
There is more to come here on Your Side Tonight.